Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Okay, first of all, get onto the members list. We have loads of new members and they're very beautiful people. And some of them are a little bit shy. So come on, give them a welcome. A warm pagan fireside welcome, because I think they're fabulous. We even got a young member. And she's very talented and very sweet. So come on, folks. Give them a break. Right. The sun's shining. The wife's in bed, quiet and behaving herself.
You want to pass?
Wife's in bed.
No, I'm not.
Disbehaving herself. But what was I was going to talk about something today which I thought was very important. But as usual, with this head, I forget what I'm going to talk about. So, I want you to remember these words. Yesterday is past. It's gone. And tomorrow is only only dreams. Now is the time. This very moment is the most priceless thing. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. And yesterday doesn't really matter. It's now. That we should cherish every single moment and enjoy it. For that's all we have, really, is now. End of that little sermon. That's the end of that. There's a lot of you that haven't shown their talent on site. And a lot of you are highly talented. But what I want to discuss is what people refer to as the dark side or evil. Yes, there is a dark side and it contaminates. But a lot of what people suffer and you think is evil is really just damage to their astral body, if you like. Intense damage. It contaminates. Everything is, how can I put it? You transmit everything. I mean, I've mentioned this before. If you go into a room and someone's been having a row and you sense it immediately and you feel very uncomfortable, all you want to do is run out of that room. If you're in the presence of someone who is a chronic alcoholic, all you want to do is shut him up and run out the room and get away from him. Now reverse it and we go into a room where there's complete joy and happiness, where there is no disharmony, and you feel lightheaded, you feel good. You don't ever leave that room, you don't ever leave that person. They make you feel well. Because you transmit. So remember, if you get annoyed with someone, you will transmit it to others. Not only the person you're annoyed with. Hey, Dark Raven one does it all the time, but there you go.
Talk about yourself.
Oh dear. But she's done very, very well. She's worked hard. we have had the usual pests that come on the site, but it keeps our security on its toes and keeps them busy. So we get rid of the pests. Now, there is one member that has just recently come in, and she is, well, judge for yourself. Go into the pictures, photos, whatever you like to call it, the gallery, and see what she has done. She's designed and done all this herself. Beautiful, beautiful work. And she's very shy though. But there again, so is her father, and he's a lovely man. So I think it's worth just a few minutes of your time and welcome them in. There's a lot I was going to talk about, but I'm not allowed. I was talking about 88. You won't allow me though.
Dad, behave yourself.
Okay. I always behave myself. That's just the trouble.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Don't worry, love. I'll be in later and I'll make all your...
You won't.
Oh dear. But life is wonderful. It's lovely. Besides, I nearly put my next door neighbour in a world of pain before I realised it was him. He got a little bit one too many, you know. And he was a bit boisterous at 5 o'clock in the morning. We thought someone broke into his house. So we go into action. And it was him. And then he wanted to have a big conversation at 5 o'clock in the morning, which I was in no mood for indulging him. None at all. And Adrian, well, little Buffalo is looking forward to September. He can go back to college.
Not really.
And do his thing.
So it'll be 9 months of pure grueling.
At least he'll be up early in the morning, and he'll actually see people moving around at 7 o'clock in the morning. Whereas at the moment he sees people moving around at 5 o'clock in the evening. But enough of this. Banter. I want to know what you feel. Now, I've been putting several quotations on from the Prophet. Some people use the Bible, some people use the Quran, some people use different books which they refer to for holy scripture or wisdom. I use the Prophet. To me, that is the epitome of wisdom. My wife went and got me a beautiful copy of it, an embossed copy. It was the most beautiful book, which I keep by my altar. And for words of wisdom, I refer to it. And for those interested in the book, I have it on the library. Now, someone asked me, how do they transfer the book to their computer? Oh, sweet ones. First of all, use your mouse. Go on to the Prophet, the actual Prophet. Click on it with your right button, and this will bring a little menu up. On that menu it will say copy. Press copy. Then go to wherever you want it, whether you want it on your opening screen or wherever you want it, and just go do the same. Excuse me. Oh, Christ, I thought I was going to sneeze. And do the same thing. Go onto the right button, press paste, and lo and behold, it'll be there wherever you wish it. Whether you want it on the front page of your computer, whether you want it on wherever you want it. So it'd be worth doing for those who want to indulge themselves in it. It isn't everybody's thing. But what struck me, have you noticed parents try to make their children be the same as them? To be clones, really, of what they are. To do the same things they do. And this is wrong. For children have their own way. They have a mind of their own. They have their own pathway, which is not your path. So first find what their main interest is. I'll work on it from there. This is what we did with Little Buffalo, and it was highly successful. Not as he's good at most of what he does, whether it's chess, swimming, soccer. He excels at most things. His photography is terrific, and as you know, he is a computer technician. He's in his final year.
And he's playing for Munster next year.
Eh?
He's playing for Munster.
He's playing for Munster?
Yeah, next year.
Oh, he's playing for the county next year.
Yeah.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Now, that is an achievement.
And if I do well enough, I could get picked for the Ireland team to go to another country and play.
Now, you must remember that Little Buffalo's ADD. Is it ADD?
I haven't been diagnosed with that.
Yeah, but you are. You have a learning disability, which is ADD. One of them, anyway. They use these fancy letters on them. He has a learning disability, and his concentration span is limited. So, it's what is an achievement of more than an achievement, what he has achieved, if you can understand that. We don't have that problem, so you know it doesn't affect us. But he had to overcome it to achieve what he's done. He's got more bloody medals and trophies in his room than the room. Some of them are down in our room, some of them are up in his room. Medals galore. Hundreds of them. So that to me is, you know, it's because you encourage your offspring to go on his journey, not on your journey. It doesn't matter whether you're a super electrician, you want him to be an electrician, forget it. He may want to do something else.
14 minutes of pastime.
Okay. Forget it if he's in the been in the army, you want him to be in the army, forget it. He may not want to do that. Guide them. Don't propel them. Don't dictate to them. Guide them. Remember, you can learn a lot from your children if you but listen. You're not super superior at all. Remember, a child is closer to spirit. The younger he is, the closer he is to spirit than what you are. So it's well worth listening to. Okay, that's the end of this ridiculous talk that I've done today, but I promise you something interesting on Tuesday, is it?
Yeah.
On Tuesday I will be doing my channeled video, hopefully. And we'll see what the great ones have to say. I am nobody. Remember that. I have no power. I have no miraculous things I can do. Only what works through me. has this ability. I heal people, so I say, but I don't heal them. So remember that, I'm just a little old man in Ireland who's got something to say. Spirits, however, they don't say, they roar at times. Okay, end of my talk. Enjoy the rest of the day, folks. Namaste. Om Shanti.